Oh shit. I thought I was recording all of that time, but the levels went down now. But I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. Now I'm recording. It's June 20. I'm sorry. It's June 2. It's June 8th, 2020, and it's about 1:33 p.m. And I had mistakenly thought I was recording, but I wasn't. The levels went down now, but when I first started recording, they were high, close to 50 up, and it dropped down some now. I'm reading. It looks like it's trying to go back up, but they keep turning off the camera. This is a brand new phone, not even a month old, and I suspected that it was going to be rigged anyway. It's from T-Mobile, and they put down all types of crazy apps to fill it up. And this meter is reading radiation levels in the house. I know I can feel, and I can also hear when they hit my window. This is what they've been doing. Morris Johnson, Elsie, someone in Elsie's house, Elsie Krayowski's house, Phil Nut Howard and his wife Krista Howard. This is what they do all day long, is find some way to try to do some kind of thing to harass me, whether they're using weapons, directed energy weapons, or some kind of biological thing. This is what this dirty old bastard next door, Morris Johnson, has been doing. And intercepting my complaints. This is what they've been doing. I just tried to make a complaint again to EPA, and it was intercepted. And this morning I saw a man in a black van go to Eatman's house on the side of the house, and I noticed it's something with the side, and I'm thinking it's the phone wires. I know when I originally began to get targeted, I saw Verizon on the block, and they were all around the neighbors closest to me. They would stay there hours at a time, going from one neighbor to the next. Phil, going to the Eatmans, to the Johnsons, to the people across from me, from them, the Bodies or Booties, whatever their name is. And they all have access to my devices, and they illegally monitor me for their bosses. NYPD, they're all paid informants. And Phil and Krista Howard are related to high-ranking Nassau County police that are also in organized crimes, human trafficking, and all of this contracted hit stalking, and all of this racketeering, money laundering. And they have been doing this to me, stealing my mail, tampering with my mortgage, with new residential loan, and loan care. They have also been committing mortgage servicing fraud with them. They have also been committing property assessment fraud, almost assessing the value of my house for twice what it's really worth, to get my taxes to be raised twice. And I noticed his is lower than mine, and he has a bigger house than I do. And at one part of the time, they gave him a lower break, and every year they went up on mine. I even requested to see a judge about it, and they denied the request. They stole the mail. They waited till it was actually too late for me to have a hearing about that. So I'm writing and taking notes, and hopefully I'll get this resolved if they don't kill me before the process with all of this directed energies that they're shooting into the windows. And this old bastard Morris Johnson and his old ass wife Linda, and her granddaughter Tahara, her mother Tanya Johnson, that's a CO at Rikers, all involved in these organized crimes, trying to push me out of my home of 20 plus years that I've lived here quietly, not bothering a soul. And the guy down the block, an old guy down the block, Emery Perry, who at first, when I first started being targeted, I noticed the people following me. He would be all down in his block, and I knew I had already found out that he was a private investigator. So he was the first organizer that I realized was organizing these crimes against me. The second one was Phillip Howard, directly across from me. Him and his wife. I caught his wife stalking me. I caught her mother or his mother. I don't know whose mother it is. It's one of their mammies stalking me. And they are part of a church, and the whole entire church, no doubt, is following me, stalking me, and they're getting paid to do these things. So it has to be some big organization, because I noticed there's a lot of different organizations and affiliates that are participating in this. I also noticed Phil recruiting a lot, droves of illegal immigrants. And I also noticed a while ago on Linden Boulevard, there's a law office there, and that's where he's getting a lot of them, because they would be surrounded in that area. When I come down Linden, it was like they would just line and block and just do stupid stuff like cut me off and just let me know that they're following me and they're harassing me and they're trying to drive me out. So anyway, this is June 8th again, 2020, and it's about 1:40, and I'm recording this because if something happens to me, these are the people responsible that I just named. Phillip Howard, Krista Howard, Elsie Kriowski, Michael Bodie, and Yuleda Dita Bodie, the Eatmans, Williams, the Morris, Linda, Tanya, Talia Johnson, and a list of, and also Emery Perry, a list of others that are on the block, but the ones that I named are in direct pretty much contact with putting these things on my windows, directing these dudes into my windows and roof. And they're also going to a house on 114-116228 or 114-16228 Street. It's attached real estate property, empty property, that they have been using. And also I caught Phil at the Krayowski's house in the middle of the night. I just happened to notice that his car wasn't parked where it was, and I kept getting hits to my window coming from their window that's right across from mine. So I just walked to the corner and I confirmed this, and I posted it on the YouTube channel saying that I was right. I thought it was Phil. So after I busted him parked right in front of Krayowski's house. He has an empty apartment on the upstairs and is right directly across from my bedroom. And this is what these assholes have been doing to me for 3 years now. So now the old asshole Morris Johnson, he goes there to that apartment and shoots directed energy on my roof and that bedroom and downstairs. Now that I've been down here a while now, and so they're trying to basically drive me out of my home of 20 plus years where I've been living here quietly, not bothering a soul. There's some people, like I said, was organizing of my stalking is 105th precinct and 113th precinct, and community policing groups. They use FedEx a lot. DOT is actually contracting FedEx. I recorded the FedEx guys a couple of weeks and I put that on YouTube. Illegally tracking me. And then I also seen something that I caught a little bit on the tape when I watched it. And I'm going to use that for evidence as well. And when I went in the back of the truck and filmed, because he had the doors open, and I filmed the contents in the truck. And on the side of the truck, the FedEx truck, it said contracted by DOT. That's the Department of Transportation. So, okay. Until the next video. Later.